and it was baptized in traditions. I didn't know if there was anything other than, oh, I do know why. I'm so
Think about it. Just
because the
think
three kings brought gifts.
Yeah.
And you
And the
always
three
give gifts for a
kings.
new baby.
Gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
Yeah.
They brought gifts to worship him.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
They
Total dumb moment.
They all represented his godhead.
Yeah. And then people started gift giving to each other.
Mm-hmm.
In like an honor of that.
Of that. Yes.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So is there anything else you want to say about St. Nicholas? Any fond memories?
I have so many fond memories of especially dressing as St. Nicholas and you know, children sitting on my lap or sitting next to me.
Or standing with you, whatever they were happy with.
And being in parades as St. Nicholas and
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Just so many things that children have said to me.
Yeah.
Time and time, and just people have said to me. People just, and even though they know that I'm just somebody in a.
Some people even know you as Patrick, you know?
Yeah, even as they know that I'm Patrick, have asked me just pray, you know, who to pray for, and as if I'm St. Nicholas. And it's very humbling. It's
yeah.
And yet I can't help but feel, you know, when I put on those vestments,
it's a duty.
It is a duty. I'm putting, you know,
there's honor in it.
You know, like we sing at baptisms or like at Easter, you know, the Yalitzi.
Yes.
You put on Christ. Well, you have been baptized in Christ, have put him on. So when I put on St. Nicholas,
you're representing.
I am St. Nicholas. But I you know what I mean. I'm not.
You're Patrick.
I'm Patrick, but
you're taking on that role for a moment.
I take on that role for a moment.
And people, it's easier sometimes when you have a visual. And maybe it's a way like that they can just sit and find some peace having something. It's almost like having something to talk to that you can't actually see, you know, but it's like you're there kind of like in the spirit, like, oh, hey, this is Saint Nick. What do you think is your favorite thing that someone asked you? And then I want to hear your funniest thing.
That a little child asked me?
That anyone asked you. But especially little children.
Are you the Pope?
How many, you think, did almost every child stroke your beard?
Every child strokes my beard.
And pulls on it?
No.
Have any of them pulled really hard?
Some have pulled really hard.
Oof.
Just to see if it's fake.
You're like, ah.
Yeah. And I'll tell them that that's real.
It hurts.
And then they get really big eyes like, it's real.
The magic.
I've been asked if I'm God. And I'll say, no, honey. No, 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 no. No, that's sinful to even think that. None of us are God.
Mm-hmm.
But those are precious questions.
They are precious. They're so innocent.
They are, because they don't know.
No.
No,
And they're
I
trying
tell
to
them
piece concepts together.
we're all just his servants.
I always loved how committed you got as St. Nicholas. And to hear that you said it, it's spiritual for you. It's honor, it's a duty. I wish every Santa Claus person felt that way. Like I've always loved seeing when Ricky would go be Santa Claus downtown for,
Oh, yeah.
the festival, and they would like the lighting of the tree,
Uh-huh.
and they would lift him off the bank building. He got to be Santa. That's his favorite thing. He's like, there's something so pure. And then, he's Santa, and there's all these people want to see him, talk to him, sit on his lap. And he talks about like just how wonderful it is. And for him, it's different because I can't speak for him, but I don't know if I think he is religious. In fact, I think I remember a cross on his arm, tattooed on his arm.
There is a joy to it.
There's a joy to it. You're providing something. Even if it's like, when these kids are asking for something, it's like a wish. A prayer, a wish, just the hope, the intention.
Of course, you know the drill when you come to see me as St. Nicholas. You get grilled.
Oh, yeah. So, you were the kind of St. Nicholas who took your time.
Yes.
And we would go sit on your lap, and you'd be like, hello there, child, or whatever you would choose to say.
Yeah, I knew your name.
Yeah, hello, Cena. And we'd be like, hi, St. Nick. Hi, Dad. And you'd be like, have you been a good girl this year? And I'd be like, I mean,
Yeah, I knew.
You knew better. There's no point in lying. I wasn't going to get away with it. And, what else would you ask me? I don't remember what else you would ask me. Just like, well, is there anything you want to confess up? I felt like that was an abuse of power. I think that's some sort of HR violation. Someone checked me. But then you would ask me what I wanted for Christmas. And I distinctly remember two things. My sweet memory or my funny memory first?
Your funny memory first.
Okay. I remember going and sitting on your lap, and that year I asked for Johnny Depp for Christmas. Do you remember?
Yes, and I said I get him first or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I was like, yeah, could you like write to him or something and let him know? But that is what I wanted for Christmas that year. The other thing I always remember asking for was a puppy.
I did finally get you one.
You did finally get me one. My neurotic little has to be covered in a blankie where he can see me dog. And then, oh yeah, I guess like just like the always wanted a puppy, and I finally got one. I remember I didn't like going to any other Santa Clauses. Like if you weren't Santa Claus, I would be shy. I wouldn't want to do it.
You mean if I wasn't St. Nicholas?
Or St. Nicholas. Or even like a Santa Claus thing. Like we never did the Santa Claus, like pictures with Santa at the mall thing. We never did that. Okay. So, as we are, I think, rounding up our discussion about St. Nicholas,
Yeah.
I was going to ask if there's anything else you wanted to say, like any other way how you feel you want, like how St. Nicholas inspires you, or how, just anything you want to say, Dad.
Um, well, I guess I just want to say St. Nicholas is also the patron saint of, well, I think I said he's patron of the Byzantine Catholic Church. He's a he's a patron saint of Russia, the patron saint of children, the patron saint of sailors. He's a patron saint of, I think, Greece, of
Yes, I
Holland.
think. Really?
Hmm.
He was very influential.
Yes, he was. Certainly of the Dutch. The Dutch in early New York when it was New Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got anything else to say about St. Nick here?
Um. Gosh, no. Well, I could go on and on about th- things about St. Nicholas, various legends, etc., etc. But I think we covered important things about St. Nicholas that are history and not hearsay.
All right. I guess I'm going to be taking a picture of this book and posting it with the episode. Can you briefly explain who the two figures are?
The two figures on the side are Christ, presenting St. Nicholas with the gospel, and the Virgin Mary, presenting St. Nicholas with the omophorium, which is the bishop's stole.
Okay.
Which is a symbol of his authority.
I figured if anybody wanted to look at it.
And this, which looks like a crown on his head, is actually a mitre.
Which is a sign of his bishophood as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to wrap up this discussion. It is always a pleasure having you on the show. Obviously, we still have to do our outro, but I know we always talk about saints when you come on. I guess we did Father's Day too.
Yes.
But I do appreciate when you come on the show. I know Nicole does. You're obviously my dad, and I'm a daddy's girl. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
And I'm sure you'll be on the show again.
Well, thank you. I like doing it.
If anybody wants to suggest his next saint, send us an email. Go on our Facebook page, whatever.
Yeah. Eastern or Western, I would research either.
Awesome. So, as always, we have a regularly scheduled portion of the podcast, and that's Song of the Week. And I know we talked about it earlier. Do you remember what your Song of the Week is?
My Song of the Week is called Fake Woke by Tom McDonald, which is amazing because I'm an old guy.
Yeah, and that's rap.
Yeah, that's rap.
Now, it's a really political piece. I don't really want to get into it, but I got to say, it's done very well.
It is done very well. And I don't listen to rap.
No, he does not. My Song of the Week is Homicide featuring Eminem by Logic. That song slaps. I've only heard it once because I just heard it today, but it slaps and I'm going to play it again. You've been listening to the Wife Wednesday podcast. I'm Cena.
and I'm a